Hey, Mark. All right. This is Dan. Check 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Yep. Yep. Sounds good. We are 6 minutes until tip-off. So 3 or 4 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. Right. Sounds good. Okay. Well, welcome everybody to Billy Fager Fieldhouse, where tonight the Lady Indians of St. Paul take on the Indians of Oswego in the last regular season game for the Lady Indians here in Billy Fager Fieldhouse before we roll right into Sub-State next week, Ross.
Yeah, an old school Mineral Belt League type rivalry here, Dan, between the Indians. These two schools have been playing each other a long time, and I know Oswego girls are struggling a little bit this year, but you just never know when you get two longtime rivals that show up in the gym at the same time. You never know what's going to happen.
Never know what's going to happen. The girls off of a victory last night at Altoona Midway, but it was a sluggish start for the Lady Indians. They trailed in that game for over a quarter and a half, finally came around out of halftime, really turned on the gas and ended up winning that game by in excess of 30 points. So see if the Lady Indians can get off to a little better start here tonight, Ross.
Yeah, playing back-to-back nights, it'll be interesting to see how that affects them. They come out a little bit tired and sluggish, but you wouldn't think they could come out any more sluggish maybe they did last night. They 1 for 17 in the first quarter shooting. Law of averages says that should improve tonight.
Yeah, and the girls is out here early and set up a little early for homecoming, visited with them a little bit. They know how poor a start they got off to last night, and they seem pretty focused on trying to get off to a little better start tonight.
Yeah, looking at the rankings, Dan, in the state coaches poll, the St. Paul Indians are ranked number 7 in state 1A Division II. So You know, it's been a nice season for the Indians so far with only 3 losses. On paper tonight, looks like a little bit of a mismatch, but we'll just have to see. That's why they play the game.
And as we get underway here, the boys Friday night, they are not playing tonight because they're still under COVID restrictions on practice, and they will play Friday night at the opening round of Sub-State at Chitopa. If they can come out victorious there, they will move into the semifinals next Friday night. The girls' opening action in Sub-State will be at Billy Fager Fieldhouse next Thursday night. Opponent to be determined, and as the game goes on here, maybe at halftime, we'll bring the brackets up to speed for you so you know where the Indians' seed is and who they may face in the future in Sub-State. Luckily, Sub-State is hosted here at Billy Fager Fieldhouse by the Indians, and it looks like we are going to play the national anthem, so we're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Oh, welcome back to Billy Fager Fieldhouse as we get set to start and go over starting lineups. Number 3, Albertson for Oswego. Number 5, Vale. Abby Strickland will be the third starter for the Indians of Oswego. Reynolds, number 11, gets the start. Denson, number 12, is the final starter for the Indians of Oswego. For our own St. Paul Indians junior, number 15, Elise Doherty gets the nods for Coach Tuck. Number 21, sophomore Sophia Albertini. Number 22, sophomore Josie Harris. Number 25, junior Claire Bradshaw. And number 30, junior Emerald Struthers. And one thing we might add too, looks to be Coach Tuck's last regular season game, Ross.
Yeah, the end of an era, Dan. He's been here, gosh, I want to say 90 was maybe his first year, Dan. So 89, yeah, 89, 90 maybe was his first year right in there. So we're talking 30 years, 30 plus years.
600 wins, correct?
Yeah, over 600 wins.
600 plus wins.
Yeah.
Got his 600 on the third game of the season here. So unbelievable record for Coach Tuck. And off the tip, here we go. Oswego with the basketball. We are underway. Albertson with the basketball, picked up by Sophia Albertini. Kicked off to the right to Reynolds. Now back up top to Albertson. Top of the key. Number 10, Strickland with the ball. Off to the right by Vale. Pitches it to Albertson, back to Vale. Shoots up a 3, and boom, right through there. Vale gives the Oswego Indians a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, maybe the St. Paul Indians can come out shooting that way, Dan.
3-2 zone applied by Oswego. Bradshaw off to Harris, thought about the 3, passed up down at the baseline, feeds it up to top of the key to Struthers, over to Elise Doherty. Doherty with the basketball, dribbles towards the top of the key, feeds it off to Struthers, hard into the lane, and she scores.
Nice job by Emerald. She kind of dribbled through the teeth of that zone and got the shot to fall.
Now steal by the Indians. Claire Bradshaw to the rim, no good. And a fought for, rebound brought down by Oswego. Oswego leads 3-0. Chase from behind. Now feeds it ahead to number 3, Albertson. Shot up on the way, short, no good. Elise Doherty with the rebound. Doherty on her way down the court hard, all the way with her left hand. Short, no good, layup. Rebound number 11, Reynolds. Fast-paced game so far here. 3-2, Oswego up by 1. Now Albertini swipes it away, and it's going to be a foul on her. She got tied up and stumbled over Albertson. First team foul on the Indians, first on Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia just kind of tripped and fell right into the offensive player, and that's an easy call for the ref.
All the way down underneath. Good pass down underneath. Shot up and missed by Reynolds. So 1 for 3 from the field is Oswego. Josie Harris off to Claire Bradshaw. Right into the lane. Good drive by Claire. And St. Paul leads 4-2-3. Timeout by Oswego. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. This is St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Foul on Bradshaw off the inbounds on Albertson. So Bradshaw with her first foul and also the second team foul on the Indians of St. Paul. Indians starting already better shooting from the field, Ross. I got them down 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, I got them way better. Of course, it was hard not to shoot better than what we did last night.
Steal by Elise Doherty all the way to the rim, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good hard drive to the rim by Elise, the junior. She settles in at the line to shoot 2. Indians press causing Oswego a little bit of trouble on quite a few turnovers already on Oswego.
Yeah, and that was kind of the thing the Indians did last night in that third quarter to really get things going, was go to that press and really ratchet up the pressure, and looks like they're going to try to continue that tonight.
Elise misses her first, settles into second. St. Paul leads 4-3, 5:58 left to go in the first. Second one is right up and through there.
Elise's first point of the evening.
Chloe Semi into the game for the Indians. Early sub for Albertini. Oswego breaks the press, tries to feed it down inside. It's out of bounds, out on Oswego. It's going to be out on Strickland, and it'll go back to the Lady Indians of St. Paul. 5:50 left to go here in the first. Indians up 5-3. Elise Doherty brings the basketball across half court, swings it on down to Bradshaw. Whips it to Struthers, around to Semi, now into Claire. Claire almost tied up by Oswego, top of the key. Now down to the corner to Struthers. Struthers to Harris. Harris fires up a 3, gets it to go, rattles through there. And Josie Harris with her first points of the night. All the way down comes Oswego, shot up and in there by number 3, Albertson. 8-5. Indians up by St. Paul, up by 3. Chambers to the scores table for the Lady Indians. Semi down at the baseline, as well as Kenna Doherty to the scores table. Struthers into that zone, no good. Gets her own rebound. Put back, no good. Blocked. And ball ends up on the floor, recovered by Oswego.
Yeah, Emerald tried to take that into the teeth of zone and had a little trouble getting the shot off over the tall girls.
Albertson's going to be fouled either by Semi or Harris. We'll see who it is on. That is going to be on Chloe Semi, her first. Team foul number 3 on the Lady Indians. Subs into the game for the Lady Indians. Oswego basketball under their own rim. Gets it into Albertson, guarded closely. Shot up by Albertson right through there. Good shot. 4 points. Last 2 field goals from Albertson. It's 8-7, 1 point lead for St. Paul.
Yeah, Oswego girls are shooting pretty good tonight coming out of the gate.
Kenna Doherty with the basketball off to Semi. Fires up a 3 from the left wing, off the back iron, no good. Albertini with the rebound. Albertini hard back up, can't get it to go. Rebound comes out to Oswego.
A little tough luck there for the Lady Indians. Close shot, looked straight on, and then we were able to get the offensive rebound and didn't get the putback.
4:14 left to go here in the first period. 8-7, St. Paul leads. Almost a steer by Chambers, number 12. Reynolds, now it is a steal. Harris all the way down, right-handed layup, good. Josie Harris coming off a 20-point game last night. Full court pressure applied by the Lady Indians. They get it into Vale. Vale down deep, shot up and good by number 11, Reynolds. So Oswego, good job breaking the press, and it's 10-9, St. Paul up by 1.
Yeah, that's the last 2 times we've tried to press them. They were able to get the ball down the court and get a layup.
Harris down at the baseline with the basketball. Top of the key to Simi. Simi, right wing, Kenna Doherty. Cross-court pass over to Albertini, down to the corner to Harris. Settles her feet, 3 on the way, off the front iron, no good. Albertini in chase, chases it down. Albertini picks up her dribble, feeds it to Chambers. Chambers now with her left hand, kicks it back out to Albertini. Ball fake into the rim, up and no good, but she's fouled. So Sophia will go to the line to shoot 2.
Oswego, our Lady St. Paul Indians are doing a nice job with the offensive rebounder tonight too, Dan.
Sophia to the line to shoot 2. First one on its way. Good. Struthers and Elise Doherty back into the game for Chloe Simi and Josie Ayers. 2 juniors in for 2 sophomores. Albertini's second free throw rattles in and out, no good. Rebound to Oswego. Denson with the basketball for the Indians of Oswego. Guarded out here by Chambers. Up above the timeline, loses it, now tries to save it in bounds, but it's going to be off of Elise's hand, out of bounds. It'll stay with Oswego. 2:58 left to go here in the first period. 11-9, Lady Indians of St. Paul up by 2. And out of bounds, turnover on Oswego, and it goes back to Lady Indians.
Yeah, nice job on defending the inbounds pass. Really didn't give Oswego much of a chance. They threw it away trying to avoid the 5-second call.
Claire Bradshaw back to the scores table for the Lady Indians. Kenna Doherty down to the corner to Elise Doherty, drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Chambers. Chambers bounce pass out to Struthers, down to the corner to Kenna Doherty. Back up top to Struthers, sets her feet straight on, 3-pointer, in and out, halfway down, no good. And rebound's going to be a foul on the Lady Indians. So Struthers starts with making her first field goal of the floor and has missed the last 3. Oswego basketball, full court pressure applied by St. Paul. They get it into Vale. Vale gets right past Struthers. Now Struthers recovers. Now set up back up top to number 10, Strickland. Strickland left wing over to Albertson. Albertson drives into the lane, shot up off the backboard and good. Albertson 6 points on the night, and it's tied at 11. Bradshaw off to Albertini, over to Kenna Doherty. Cross-court pass over to Claire Bradshaw, Emerald Struthers to the free throw line. Kenna Doherty with a 3, way too hard, no good. Ball's loose on the floor, fought for, recovered by Oswego. Knocked loose, now Claire Bradshaw at the steal. Now Albertini with a 3 from the corner, good. Sophia Albertini buries a 3 and gives St. Paul a 14-11 lead. Albertson looked like she traveled, got away with it. 3-on-2 opportunity for Oswego. Now they just set up in their half-court offense. Vale with the basketball for Oswego. Kenna Doherty on her. Number 24 into the game, Williams for Oswego. Now up top to Reynolds. Reynolds with the basketball. Double dribble on Oswego. Another turnover. And the ball goes back to St. Paul. Number 4, Trotnick into the game for the first time tonight. Chloe Simi back into the game for the Lady Indians of St. Paul.
St. Paul, I don't have the percentage yet, but definitely starting out better shooting than they did last night, Dan. But so is Oswego.
Down to the block is Struthers. Tough shot, gets it to go somehow. It was contested all the way, but she fought through it. Now the ball was loose momentarily. Oswego with it. Hard comes Albertson. Good bounce pass down inside. Shot up and put in there by number 11, Reynolds. And Oswego hanging with the Indians of St. Paul. 16-13. The Lady Indians of St. Paul up by 3. Oswego doing a good job against that Indian press.
Yeah, that's at least 6, maybe 8 points out of their 13 that they've gotten by breaking the press and being aggressive once they get it past half court, not stopping and setting up the offense, just going right up for the layup.
Struthers inside, shot up with her left hand, no good. But she'll go to the line to shoot 2. She's fouled. Emerald settles into the line. Emerald with 4 points on the night, looking for a fifth, and it's good. As Emerald settles into the line for her second. On its way, in and out, no good, knocked out of bounds by Harris. So it'll stay with Oswego. Man-to-man deep, applied. Gets the press broke. Albertson all the way to the rim, shot up and good.
They're just kind of breaking that press easy, Dan. That's 8 points for Albertson, and that was just one pass and dribbled all the way down the court for a layup.
Indians just playing a straight-on man-to-man full-court press, and once Albertson pretty quick. Harris with the three, and she buries it right up and through there. She is perfect from the field. I have her.
Yeah, Josie's shooting good tonight.
Already 8 points on the night for Josie. 3 on the way. Off, no good at the buzzer. And at the end of the first quarter, St. Paul 20, Oswego 15. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back to Billy Fager Fieldhouse. St. Paul starts with the basketball to start this second period. They lead 20-15.
Yeah, 20 points for one quarter, Dan, is a really good offensive output for the Lady Indians, but giving up 15, I know Coach Chuck's probably a little disappointed in the defense.
Chloe Semi with the three. It's no good. Struthers saves it in bounds. It bounces off Oswego into Harris's feet. Now Struthers with the basketball. Off to Harris. Over to Kenna Doherty. Tries to feed it inside to Chambers. And it's going to be a jump ball possession error to Oswego. I got the St. Paul Lady Indians shooting a tick under 50%, about 45% in that first quarter, which is pretty doggone good. But as Ross alluded to, they allowed 15 points off that press.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Coach Chuck stays with the press or maybe he just stays with it and talks about it at halftime to see what's going wrong with it.
Vale with the basketball, guarded up top by Semi. Off to the right to number 24, Williams. Now three on the way, off the back iron, no good. Chased down, still chased. Harris on the breakaway, all the way down, layup, no good. Struthers with the rebound, put back, no good, but she's fouled.
Yeah, nice job of Josie Harris of kind of being aggressive out at the top of the key, getting the steal and getting down court. Unfortunately, maybe a little contact in there, but she didn't get the layup to fall, and Emerald Struthers hustling down behind her was able to get that offensive rebound.
Struthers at the line to shoot two. Emerald settles in at the line. First free throw on its way and through there.
Emerald's sixth point of the night.
She settles in for her second. It's on its way and right through there. 3 for 4 from the foul line is Struthers. Oswego basketball. Ooh, looked like a travel. Got away with it. Albertson now with it. She loses it, tries to pass it. Now she whips it down. Ball's loose. Chambers after it. Now Harris comes out of there with it. Harris pushes the ball back down the floor for the Lady Indians. Feeds it to Kenna Doherty. Back up to Semi. Tries to whip it down inside. Stolen away by Denson. Now ball's loose on the floor. Recovered by Albertson for Oswego. Albertson, right wing, off to Vale. Tries to whip it up top, almost goes into the back court. Trotnick with it. Trotnick picks up her dribble, feeds it off to Williams. Williams off to the left. Three-pointer by Albertson. Long, no good. Backside rebound by Struthers. Struthers streaks down the center of the floor, all the way down. Shot up, off, no good. Tipped around and controlled by Oswego. Good hard hustle drive by Struthers, just couldn't get it to go. Vale feeds it off to Denson. Now Trotnick with it, down to the corner to Vale. Tries to feed it into Albertson. That's going to be a foul on Chloe Semi, her second. Team foul, number 5, on the Indians of St. Paul.
Yeah, Chloe was trying to deny that inbounds pass and just kind of reached around the offensive player for the Oswego and a little contact from behind and got the foul call.
5:55 left to go here in the second period. 22-15, Lady Indians of St. Paul by 7. Fed in, down underneath, shot up, no good, but she's fouled off the inbounds play, and that is number 12, Denson, will go to the line to shoot 2.
I have this down as Oswego's first free throw attempts on the evening.
Denson at the line to shoot 2. First one on its way right up and through there. 22-16, 6-point lead for St. Paul.
Oswego Indians aren't going anywhere, Dan.
Denson second free throw on its way. No good. Claire Bradshaw with the backside rebound. Bradshaw off to Chambers. To Doherty, Elise Doherty. To the corner to Albertini. Bounce pass inside to Chambers. Kicks it back out for Sophia. Sophia Albertini with the basketball. Cross-court pass to the corner to Doherty. Whips it into Bradshaw. Bradshaw with the ball fake up underneath. No good. Gets her own rebound. Put back. It's good, and she scores.
Nice job of Claire staying with that, getting her own offensive rebound and being strong on the putback.
Bradshaw settles at the line. St. Paul leads by 8, 24-16. Bradshaw's free throw on its way. Good. St. Paul loses their man. Vale comes down the floor. Bradshaw now jumps out and picks her up. Picks up her dribble in a little bit of a trouble. And it feeds it off to number 11, Reynolds. Back up top to Denson. Denson with the basketball top of the key, guarded by Kenna Doherty. Off the right wing, down to Strickland, down to the corner to Vale, drives past Bradshaw, partially blocked by Chambers, tipped around. Now Chambers chases it down, feeds it off to Albertini. 25-16, Lady Indians up by 9 of St. Paul, up by 9. Claire Bradshaw thought about the 3. Ball fake, drives in, kicks it back out to Elise Doherty. Doherty, top of the key, resets the offense, off to Albertini, to the corner, to Kenna Doherty, inside to Elise, wide open, shot up and good.
Nice pass from sister to sister, so gets the assist and keeps all the stats in the family.
Vale, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Kenna Doherty. Back into the game is Albertson for Oswego.
Oswego's just kind of slowly built the lead. Not any big run or any push, but they've got it up to 11, Dan.
Emerald Struthers back into the game, as well as Harris, in for Kenna Doherty and Claire Bradshaw. Albertson with the basketball, guarded up top. Now ball tied up by Albertini, but she feeds it on down to Strickland. Now Albertini picks her pocket, feeds it down, and it's Harris ends up with it. Now 3 on the way by Struthers, way off, no good. Elise Doherty saves it in, but it's right to Albertson. Albertson cut off quick. Now a little bit of a double team coming. Albertson picks up her dribble, back in the backcourt, and that's going to be a timeout, Oswego, as Sophia Albertini gets slammed to the floor. As timeout, Oswego, so we'll go ahead and take a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 4:01 left to go in the second period. 27-16. St. Paul up by 11. Oswego basketball feeds it into Denson. Denson guarded by Chambers. Denson brings it across half court. Now across the timeline, feeds it off to Albertson. Albertson to her left, gets past one defender. Now the ball's loose momentarily, and that's going to be a walk on Oswego, and turnover gives it back to St. Paul.
Yeah, nice job by the Lady Indians on defense. She went up for the shot, and we got a hand on it, but she grabbed it after we got the hand on it and came back down with it for the travel.
Albertini walks it across half court. 3:37 left to go in the second period. Harris to Struthers, around to Elise Doherty. Doherty reverses it back to Albertini to the corner to Harris. Three on the way, off the back iron, no good. Sophia Albertini with the offensive rebound, put back, good. That was hard to tell if it went through.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it went through or not.
Went through so clean, it barely even moved the net. It's a good offensive rebound and put back by Sophia, and another steal by St. Paul. No, they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Indians, so turnover on Oswego gives it back to St. Paul. Chloe Seamy back into the game for Ava Chambers. 29-16, 13-point lead for St. Paul. Struthers with it, the right wing, feeds it back up top to Harris. Over to Seamy. Seamy towards the top of the key, reverses it back to the corner to Elise Doherty. Doherty, cross-court pass to Struthers. Off to Harris, another long three. Short, no good, so she's cooling off from outside as Harris missed her last three shots. After starting out 3 for 3 from the field, so still shooting 50% from the field is Harris. Albertson right past Albertini into the lane, shot up, no good, but she's fouled.
Yeah, that wasn't good defense on the perimeter, and ended up costing another teammate to get the foul.
The problem was the rotation, the help didn't get there quick enough. There wasn't much help came after she got past the initial defender. Free throw up and no good, and that allowed her to go straight to the rim, and that foul, it's a third foul on number 23. Is that on Seamy?
Yeah.
Third foul on Chloe. 17 foul on the Indians as Albertson makes the second. 29-17, 12-point lead for the Lady Indians. Kenna Doherty with the basketball up top to Struthers. Reverses it back to Chloe. Chloe's still in the game, I guess. Shot up, no good on the three. So she's 0 for 3 from outside the arc. Albertson with the basketball. Off to Denson. Denson back to Albertson. That's going to be a foul over the back on Kenna Doherty. That's going to send Albertson the line to shoot the 1-and-1. So Albertson settles into the line. Number 13 checks into the game. Poke for Oswego. Albertson at the line to shoot the front of the 1-and-1. 2:06 left to go here in the first half. Albertson makes the first. So she will line up for the bonus. 29-18, 11-point lead for St. Paul.
10 points for Albertson. She's having a nice first half for Oswego.
Makes them both. St. Paul's basketball, they lead by 10. Doherty off to Harris. Harris reverses back up top to Elise Doherty. Looks inside, right wing to Harris. Another long three by Josie, and she gets it to go.
That's Josie Harris's third three-pointer of the game, having a very good first half.
Oswego basketball. It is Polk with the basketball, and it's going to be a turnover on Oswego. Ball's going to go back to St. Paul, 32-19. Indians up by 13 with 1:35 left to go here in the first half. Doherty walks across half court, feeds it off to Harris. Harris looks inside, up top to Elise, around to Chloe, back to Harris. Three on the way, off the iron, no good this time. Ball's loose, gets her own rebound. Good hustle by Josie, no good. But Kenna Doherty on the putback, and she's fouled.
Nice job by Kenna, hustling for that offensive rebound, and got the putback and gets the old-fashioned three-point play.
So Kenna with her first points on the night and gets the chance for the and one as Chambers back into the game for the Lady Indians of St. Paul, and all of a sudden St. Paul by 15. Kenna's free throw on the way right through there. 1:14 left to go in the first half. Oswego's basketball. Polk with the basketball. Brings it across half court. Elise Doherty picks her up. And going to be another turnover against Oswego with 1:04 left to go here in the second period. Number 10 back into the game, Strickland for Oswego. 35-19, 16-point lead for the Lady Indians. Elise Doherty, a left wing off to Kenna Doherty to the corner to Harris. Harris dribbles back towards the top of the key, feeds it up to Simi, down to the corner to Elise Doherty. Good feed inside to Harris. Boy, she had the drop step, but she scores anyway on a spin move. And Josie Harris with a lot of shots tonight and a lot of points here in the first half.
Yeah, another good night for Josie. That one, like you said, Dan, she caught it and she just could have gone straight up, and she ended up kind of pirouetting around, but still was able to get the basket to fall.
Three by Vale, no good. Ball's loose. It's going to be a jump ball. Simi got tied up, and it's going to be Oswego basketball with 30.3 seconds left to go here in the first half. Oswego basketball under their own rim. Strickland set to put the ball in play. Looks inside, gets it into Vale. Vale, turn shot, no good. Rebound to Elise Doherty. Doherty brings the ball across half court. Chambers down to the corner to Kenna Doherty. Three on the way, good. Doherty with her first three, and all of a sudden the Indians up by 21 with 10 seconds left to go in the second.
Yeah, I think Kenna scored 6 points in a row for St. Paul Indians.
Denson with the basketball, 1 second. Trotnick with it. And at the end of the first half, St. Paul 40, Oswego 19. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Well, welcome back. Halftime score, St. Paul 40, Oswego 19, and a pretty good first half put together by the Lady Indians, Ross.
Yeah, definite improvement on offense, Dan. Last night we couldn't buy a basket, and the Indians have done a very good job of shooting the basketball. When you have 40 points at halftime, things are going well for you offensively.
It is going well. Indians shooting about 45% on the night from the field. 32 shot attempts is what I got them down for in that first half. So pretty good. A lot more energy in that first half than last night, and the Lady Indians shooting a lot better from the field.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to see them come out and get off to a pretty good start offensively, because that's kind of been the Achilles heel for the Indians as the season's gone along. But, you know, give Oswego Indians credit, Dan. On paper, we're the number 7 ranked team in state. Oswego hasn't won a game all year. It would have been very easy for them to walk out on the court and kind of be defeated before the game even started. And they came out, and honestly, they played until maybe that late run, about middle of that second quarter. They played us pretty well toe-to-toe for the whole first half.
Yes, they did. 40-19 is the halftime score. When we come back from this next break, Russ will have all the first half stats, individual stats for you. It is St. Paul 40, Oswego 19. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Oh, welcome back to Billy Fager Fieldhouse. 4:40 left to go here in halftime. 40-19. We'd be remiss if we did not mention homecoming tonight here at Billy Fager Fieldhouse. It's supposed to have been last Friday night, but all the weather and cancellations got canceled. Congratulations to Reese Haney and Ivan Murillo, the 2 seniors, Queen and King, on the night here at St. Paul and Billy Fager Fieldhouse.
Yeah, congratulations to them. It was also senior night, Dan. We don't have any senior girls, but there were 2 senior boys, I believe, that were getting recognized as well, even though we're not playing any games.
Ireland Foley, the manager for St. Paul, got recognized, as well as Ivan Murillo, and Wilson Smith is the seniors on the boys basketball team. So congratulations to all the seniors and the great accomplishments this year. Russ, you want to run down scoring for the Lady Indians?
Yeah, 6 Lady Indians made the scoring column in tonight's game. 5 of those had multiple baskets, which was nice to see. Led the way by sophomore Josie Harris, who had 20 points last night. She's already got 13 in the first half for tonight. Then Emerald Struthers, the junior, had 7 points. Sophia Albertini and Kenna Doherty each chipped in 6. Claire Bradshaw, the junior, had 5 points. And Elise Doherty, the junior, had 3 points. So Kenna is outscoring her older sister tonight, but so nice to see Kenna getting some good offensive production. We shot 10 free throws tonight, Dan. We made 7 of them, and that's one of the stats we look at, you know, when we're seeing how the Lady Indians are doing, is because we are a good free throw shooting team. We like to get to the line a lot, and 10 free throws is a pretty good number to have in the first half. And, you know, as we've talked about, shooting 7 out of 10, that's 70%. That's good to see.
Pretty decent first half put together by the Lady Indians of St. Paul. 3:04 left to go in the first half. We're going to take one more break. We're going to take one more two-minute timeout. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Well, welcome back to Billy Fager Fieldhouse. 8 minutes on the clock as we get set to get underway here as starting the second half. Maggie Winter into the game with Elise Doherty, Jenny Vitt, Emerald Struthers, and Claire Bradshaw. So a little different look to the start of the second half, and we are underway. Vitt, right wing with the basketball, swings it around, cross-court pass back to Vitt. Three-pointer on the way, good, as Jenny Vitt gets off to a good start in this third period for the Lady Indians.
Yeah, first 5 seconds, 20 seconds into the game, and Jenny hits the three-pointer right out of the gate. Nice job.
Now the ball's loose. Oswego recovers. Double teamed. Out is Strickland. Cross to Denson. Denson with the basketball. Crosses over. Maggie Winter picks up number 10, Strickland. Now down to the corner to Reynolds. Reynolds on the cut, and it's going to be Vale. Vale traveled with the basketball, and it goes back to the Lady Indians.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut by Vale, and the wing player hit her, but just got a little too excited and took an extra step in there.
St. Paul basketball. Doherty with the basketball. Left wing over to Winter. Winter lobs it inside to Elise. Backdoor pass over to Bradshaw. Up top to Vitt. Vitt over to Struthers. Struthers cross-court pass to Elise Doherty. Doherty to Bradshaw. Bradshaw fires up a three, off, no good. Elise Doherty with a tough rebound. Up and under shot, no good as she misses. Claire misses the three, and Elise misses the putback, but good offensive boards by the Indians.
Yeah, even with the 24-point lead, still playing hard, which is good to see.
Elise Doherty with the basketball. Kicks it off to Struthers. Struthers into the lane, up and under, shot up and good. Struthers, good hard drive. So a good start to the second half for the Lady Indians with the first 5 points starting this third period. Vale with the basketball. Vitt picks her up at the timeline. Feed inside as Albertson scores. Up underneath, she got past Elise Doherty and scores. St. Paul basketball, 45-21. They lead by 24. Left wing over to Struthers. Whips it over to Vitt. She's wide open for a three again. Off the back iron this time, no good.
Still shooting 50%, can't complain about that.
And Albertson with the basketball, guarded up top by Elise Doherty. Takes her time, feeds it over to Vale. Vale up to Strickland. Strickland guarded by Winter. Now right wing back up top to Denson. She fires up a three from the top of the key, and it's boom, right through there. So Oswego answers with the next 5 points to start the third period.
Yeah, her fourth point of the night.
Struthers cross-court pass, stolen away by Oswego. Albertson with the basketball all the way down, no good. Backside rebound by Struthers. Struthers streaks back down the floor, whips it over to Vitt, left wing, feeds it to Winter, up top to Elise Doherty, over to Bradshaw, to the corner to Struthers. Ball fake, drives into the rim, shot up, good. Nope. Going to be a foul on the floor.
Yeah.
And here comes 5 to the scores table for the Lady Indians. So it's 5 in, 5 out to start the third period. Into the game, Seamy, Chambers, Harris, Albertini, and Doherty. 5:02 left to go in the third, 45-24. Indians up by 21. St. Paul up by 21. Bad pass on inbounds. Now poked away from behind. Albertini chasing Albertson from behind. Oswego basketball. Albertson feeds it into Trotnick in the backcourt. She picked up by Seamy. Now picks up her dribble. Now swatted and stolen. Whoops, going to be out of bounds on Albertini. Just a little too close to the sideline. Good hustle by her.
Yeah, Indians aren't pressing right now, Dan. You don't know if that's because they had a little trouble giving up layups on the press or just because we're up 21, but they're definitely not showing the press.
A push off by Albertson.
Yeah.
She gets away with it. Albertson with the basketball. 5 sophomores on the floor for the Lady Indians of St. Paul. There's 7 sophomores on the roster and 3 juniors, Ross. So a young squad for Coach Tuck and the Lady Indians.
Yeah, we've talked about that a little bit as the season's gone along, that these girls have a lot of experience, so you feel like they've been playing a long time, but the reality of it is no seniors. We're still a very young team.
Albertson gets it blocked by Albertini. Albertini now has it poked away from behind and stolen away by Williams. Williams back to Albertson, shot up, no good. Backside rebound, Albertini. Now she stumbles to her knees and keeps her dribble. Now she pushes the ball, crosses over, feeds it to Kenna Doherty. Down to the corner to Chambers. Chambers dribbles towards the top of the key. Off to Albertini. A very good 8th grade class coming up in the girls action too, so the Indians will be young again coming next year and probably have about as many numbers out as we've had in a long time, Ross.
Yeah, next year should be exciting to see how the Indians do, Dan. Like you said, there's some 8th graders that can probably contribute as well as freshmen next year, but we're going to have 10 girls back, and depth should be about as much depth as we've had in a long time.
Albertson pushes off. That was her second time she had done that. She got caught that time. And it turns it back over. Harris, the last possession down, fired up a 3. It didn't draw anything, and that's how Oswego ended up with the basketball. So St. Paul clings to the 21-point lead. Pretty quiet here in the 3rd quarter. Started out with the first 5 points, haven't scored since. Chambers, good spin move, shot up, no good, partially blocked. Gets her own rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow to Oswego.
Yeah, nice feed down in the post from the corner, and Ava with a good move, just couldn't get the ball to fall in the basket.
2 for 7 from the field as the Indians to start the 3rd period. Vale has it poked away from Harris. Harris off the steal, all the way down, left-hand layup, good, gets the roll.
Josie's first 2 points of the second half after scoring 13 in the first.
So well on her way. Whoop, there was a travel, got away with it. Albertson with the basketball, jump shot on the way, no good. Backside rebound, Dennison. She misses it. Now stolen away, or pulled down out of there is Kenna Doherty. And then Albertini has to chase it down on a bad pass by Doherty. St. Paul basketball, 2:53 left to go in the 3rd. St. Paul up by 47-24. Cross-court pass to Harris. 3-pointer on the way. Off, no good. Slopped out of bounds by Kenna Doherty. Vale feeds it to Albertson. Now 5 in for the Lady Indians. Albertson with it. And ball tipped away and stolen away by Chloe Simi. Simi pushes the ball down the floor. Gets it to Albertini. Feeds it to Harris down underneath. Shot up. No good. Rebound back to Harris. Shot up. No good. And she's going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. Good offensive boards by Josie. And she settles into the line to shoot 2. St. Paul Lady Indians, number 1 seed in the sub-state, so they drew a first-round bye. So after tonight, they won't play again until next Thursday night. Harris makes her first, subs into the game. Elise Doherty going to have to wait until Harris makes her second free throw.
Lady Indians will play the winner of Moran and Southern Coffee County. Both those teams only have 4 wins, Dan. But I tell you what, we played Moran twice, and especially the first time we played them in that Iola tournament, Moran gave us a pretty good first half, and really was kind of a slugfest to win that game.
You know, on all honesty, Waverly is going to be the biggest challenge for, I think, everybody. Waverly plays in that tough Lyon County League up there. They have 5 losses on the season, but I mean, Lady Indians play a tough schedule too. They play as hard as non-conference game as anybody around, but that Lyons County League is just pretty doggone good for up north.
Yeah, Waverly's ranked 10th in 1A Division II, and there's 3 of those Lyon County League teams ranked in Division I. So 4 ranked teams out of that conference, one of them being Opie, which is probably the best team in the state in Division I, is going to be tough.
Great ball movement by the Lady Indians, and Kenna Doherty, or at least Doherty, stays with it and gets her own putback. Yeah, if you look at common scoring, and which really don't mean a thing, but Opie pretty much put it to the Lady Indians when we went up there and played, and they beat Waverly by less than what Opie beat us. So if you look at comparative scoring now, steal by Emerald Struther, and she loses it out of bounds.
Yeah, you know, and it's always
which that really don't mean anything.
No,
it comes to matchups is what it all comes down to.
Comes to matchups, or you get ahead of 20 points over a team, and sometimes you play hard, sometimes you don't. I mean, yeah, it's hard to tell, but yeah, Waverly's definitely going to be tough. They're battle tested for sure.
But out of all the game that the Lady Albertson with the shot, rebound comes down to Lady Indians. all the games that St. Paul's played, tough schedules, Frontenac, Galena, everybody, Columbus, Opie. Opie's a 1A school, and they put it on us as bad as anybody did. We was pretty competitive in all those other non-conference tough schedule games, but we wasn't very competitive in that one.
No, that was probably about as worse of a beating that we'd had in a long time, and they just really executed at a high level and came out. And Opie was the real deal, that's for sure, Dan.
Struthers at the line to shoot two as she went hard to the rim, got fouled, settles in for a shot on its way, and good. On the boys' side, St. Paul travels to Chautauqua this Friday night.
Yeah, they'll play Chautauqua, and if they win, they'll play Waverly, the #1 seed on the boys' side. But Waverly boys are only 9-9, so they're not necessarily a powerhouse. You know, young Indian boys team has kind of struggled all year long and haven't had a lot of games. So even at 9-9, Waverly would be a tough matchup for them. Yeah,
both teams have opportunity, Ross. Punch your ticket to state, which has been a while. You know, this is the first year they split divisions back up in 1A. Last couple years we went to regionals and then sub-state. Now they're back to 2 divisions, so a little easier to get back there. Albertson fouled, should go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and it's interesting with the COVID going on, the first round of state is actually played in the higher seeds home gym. So if the Lady Indians or the boys, I suppose for that matter, can get into state, you know, you might get a home game out of the situation, depending on how the bracket falls, obviously. And then if you win that first game, state's at Great Bend. I haven't been to the state tournament at Great Bend. I don't know what their facilities are like, but that's where the 1A Division II is played at this year.
As Albertson makes 1 out of 2. Kiana Doherty, left wing off to Winter. Winter subs back into the game. 5 sophomores on the floor. Kiana with a 3. Good, as Doherty buries a 3 from the right corner.
Nice job by Kenna. She's already got 9 points. She might end up with double digits.
Oswego's basketball. St. Paul leads 56-25. 3-pointer on the way by Vale. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Oswego. 56-25. Lady Indians up by 31. 12.2 seconds left to go here in the third period. Kenna Doherty with the basketball. Crosses half court. Feeds it to Simi. Simi into the lane, bounce pass back out to Vitt. She dribbles towards the top of the key, whips it up to Maggie. 1, shot on the way, ooh, in and out. Looked good from the top of the key, rattles out. And at the end of the third quarter, Lady Indies at St. Paul 56, Oswego 25. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. This St. Paul basketball, Hot 105.
Martin County.
Yeah. Must have changed places.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, that is in Great Bend, though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Is that where it was at before, Barton County?
No. Last year it was at Dodge City. And they usually do Dodge and Hayes, but I don't know.
Everybody on the live stream, Ross and I was just discussing where state site information is, and it's Barton County Community College in Great Bend this year.
Yeah, last year I think Division I was in Dodge.
Welcome back, everybody, to Billy Fager Fieldhouse as we start the fourth quarter, 56-25. Lady Indians up by 21. Ava Chambers in the lane, and it's going to be a walk on Chambers, so Indians start with a turnover to start the fourth period.
Yeah, Ava caught that, and she pivoted, and she was going to just shoot the little short shot, and then she realized there was no one between her and the basket, and so took the steps and got the travel call.
So running clock with a 30-point lead here in this fourth period as we finish the season off here in Billy Fager Fieldhouse. It's
kind of fitting that Coach Chuck's playing an old Mineral Belt League team for his last game in the field house, and kind of fitting that we have a running clock, considering that he's won 600 games and won a lot of games, beat a lot of teams pretty bad over the years.
Seamy with the basketball, gets bumped hard, no call. Maggie winner off to Vitt to the corner. Doherty, 3 on the way. This time off, the back iron, no good. Tipped around, controlled by Denson for Oswego, and that's going to be a foul on Denson. St. Paul basketball.
Yeah, she got the rebound, and Maggie was in there kind of pestering her on the offensive rebound, and she kind of just elbowed her a little bit and got the foul call. Now the refs are talking. I didn't think it was really too bad. I mean, she did elbow her, and it was a good call, but I didn't really think it was.
Yeah, everybody had pretty much cleared out of the way when she was, doing it. So it's no harm, no foul here. St. Paul basketball. Kenneth Doherty off to Seamy, back to Doherty. 2-pointer this time on the way. Off the iron, long, no good. Maggie Winter, good backside rebound by Winter. Feeds it off to Seamy. Seamy, ball fake. Shot on the way, no good. Long, ball tipped around, controlled by Oswego. Oswego's basketball, and they're going to be knocked out of bounds by St. Paul, and they'll stay with Oswego. 6:10 left to go in the game. 56-25, 31-point lead for the Indians. Going to be a lot of practice time for the Lady Indians, as it'll be well over a week before they play again. And I don't think Coach Tuck hurts his feeling at all with Indians just barely getting back into the gym here a week ago.
Yeah,
a few days ago, actually.
Give him a chance to make sure we're in shape, but be well rested, and go over everything we need to go over and get ready for sub-state. And there's always the risk you maybe get a little stale, not playing game for that long. But like you said, Dan, considering we've been off with no practice at all, it'd probably be nice to have the practice time.
Trotnick back into the game for Oswego. It'd be a lot of time to game plan for whoever the Lady Indians will play and get prepared for everybody in sub-state. So Vitt with the rebound off the steal, or not the rebound, off the steal off the tip. Chloe Seamy with the basketball into Chambers. Chambers in all kinds of traffic, gets it blocked by Denson, and it goes back out to Oswego.
Yeah, a lot of contact down low. I think you get ahead 31 points and the clock's running. Sometimes the refs swallow their whistles a little bit to get the game over with as well.
Foul on Seamy as number 13 comes back into the game. Poke for Oswego.
Fourth.
Oswego's basketball under their own rim. Fourth team foul on the Lady. Fourth team foul on the Lady Indians. Fourth on Seamy. Oswego basketball looking hard to get it in. Finally gets it to corner to Trotnick. 3 on the way. In and out. That was halfway down. Denson put back no good, and she's fouled. No block out by the Indians. She's fouled by Jenny Vitt. 15 team foul on Indians, or 4th team foul on the Indians. That sends Denson to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, tough luck for Trotnick on that 3 from the corner, because it looked like it was halfway down before it squirted back out.
First one on its way and good.
A lot better defensive effort the second half, Dan. Gave up 19 in the first half and only given up 7 so far in the second, with only less than 4 minutes left in the game.
Denson settles into line for her second. On its way, short, no good. Chambers with the rebound. Feeds it off to Kenna Doherty. Doherty with the basketball to Winter, down to the corner to Seamy, and she's knocked out of bounds off of her. Man, goes back to Oswego. Tough pass in traffic.
Yeah, she caught it, and the girl was kind of grabbing it from her, and Chloe was right there on the edge of the sideline, and she was trying to maintain her balance and fight for the ball, and just kind of fell back out of bounds with it. And easy call for the ref.
Oswego basketball. Poke with the basketball. Off to Trotnick, into Albertson. That's a travel, isn't it? Nope, going to call jump ball. It's going to stay with Oswego. Looked like Albertson traveled, but traveled because of the tie-up, I guess. So jump ball possession arrow stays with Oswego. Knocked out of bounds by the Lady Indians of St. Paul, so it'll stay with Oswego. Oswego's basketball. Looking. Now they feed it in. Knocked out of bounds again by the Lady Indians of St. Paul. 2:43 left to go in the game. 56-26, 30-point lead for the Lady Indians of St. Paul. Oswego trying to get it in. Nowhere to go. Finally gets it into Denson. Denson off to Albertson. Albertson guarded up top by Seamy.
I think a minute ran off the clock just trying to get the ball inbounds there, Dan.
Chloe almost with the steal. Now whipped out of bounds, and it's going to be out of bounds on Oswego and goes back to Lady Indians of St. Paul. 2:15 left to go in the game. Indians up by 30. St. Paul up by 30. Winner feeds it into Kenna Doherty. Doherty with the basketball, dribbles up top by the timeline, off to Seamy. Seamy back off to Doherty to Winner. Cross court pass to Chloe Seamy, three-pointer on the way, good, right through there, nothing but net, smooth like butter.
Yes, very nice, caught it in rhythm and nothing but net, and her Chloe's first points of the game. I think our first basket field goal of the fourth quarter.
We need to get, well, Maggie Winter on the scores board, and that would be everybody for the Indians, as Chloe Seamy with the steal and the score with the left-handed layup. So these sophomores playing well here tonight. Trotnick now knocked out of bounds by Maggie, and it'll stay with Oswego. So the opening round games in Sub-State played at the Higher Seeds gym, and then everything after that will be at Billy Fager Fieldhouse. So after Friday night, when the Indian boys go to Chitopa, after that next week, hopefully they can win, and everything else will be here in Billy Fager Fieldhouse. So that'll be nice for us, not having to travel to El Dorado or Emporia or anywhere else for Sub-State.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing with the COVID restrictions on crowd attendance. You finally get to host a Sub-State in your home gym, and they're going to limit the number of people that can come in, because it would sure be nice to have a full house if we make the championship game against Waverly, because Waverly travels well as, you know, also you'd have a great atmosphere to play some basketball in.
No rebounding for the Lady Indians. That's going to be a foul on St. Paul. That's going to send number 13 Polk to the line to shoot two. These free throws will just about bring the game to a close with 19 seconds left. She misses her first. 61-26 is the lead by St. Paul. Polk's second free throw is on its way short, no good. Rebound comes out to Oswego. Now ball's loose. Vic comes up with it. And that's the end of the ball game. Final score 61-26. Lady Indians with a nice victory to finish out the season here at Billy Fager Fieldhouse. We'll be back with all your final game stats after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Thank everybody for joining us on the live stream. I think Friday night's game, I believe, is at 7 o'clock, so join us about 6:45.